After Todo's return last episode, I was expecting an awesome continuation to the fight against Mahito, but JJK really had to blow my expectations away for this one. Considering the way Mahito ended Nobara, I was ready for a retaliation from Yuji, but this was something else. Bro's getback was an absolute annihilation. The episode did not let up for a second, starting out with Yuji and Todo slipping and sliding around the city on Mahito's worms before squaring up with him in the middle of Shibuya, or at least what's left of it. At this point, Shibuya is just a straight up landfill, and Mahito loves it. Now, this episode has confirmed that Mahito gotta be one of the most unhinged anime villains ever. Like, bro just be smiling at all times while saying the most corny lines, taunting Yuji like an absolute maniac. Now, Todo ain't having none of that, and sets up Yuji for a dropkick to Mahito's dome, only for this bozo to detach his head on purpose, and then he turns into a snail. Man, sometimes I just can't with this guy. Now, he may look goofy, but he still holds his own against Yuji and Todo, all while his severed head starts running around like he's Buggy D Clown. Like, what is bro doing right here? Oh, wait, never mind. He just brought forth a dude who backhanded Todo in the face and sent him straight through a skyscraper. And even when Todo deals with the one dude, because you knew that was going to be light work for our boy, 2 more pull up. And Mahito starts getting the upper hand against Yuji. No way the best duo in the game is about to lose a 2v1 like this. Nah, never mind. Yuji gets it back in blood against this boss's worms. Also, snails? Worms? Mahito's really just collecting bugs left and right like that, huh? Now, Yuji goes in for a finishing move, but Mahito grabs this guy WWE style and just tosses him straight out into the wasteland Sukuna left behind, then chases after him to continue the beatdown. However, that doesn't matter because our boy Todo is back and you know he ain't being kept out of this fight. He's got Yuji's back. Now, we have seen Mahito grow throughout the series thus far, but what he does next actually had me shook. This dude saw Gojo, the strongest in the verse, use a technique one time and decided, alright, let me cook. Uses his domain expansion for 0.2 seconds, straight up disrespects Sukuna, and then obliterates Todo's left hand, all before Yuji or Todo can react. Like I said before, he is unhinged, but he's also an absolute menace. Now, let's not trip, that was not enough to get Todo off, as he cuts off his hand, 4th Raikage style, before it destroys the rest of his body, only in time to block another Black Flash from Mahito, with abs made of pure steel. And he ain't even done yet. Before Mahito can attack again, Todo's locket falls to the ground and bursts open, revealing pictures of both his favorite idol and Yuji, because who doesn't have a locket of the homies next to their heart? Anyway, this starts up an absolutely glorious one-sided beatdown, all seen through Todo's perspective, as Mahito gets thrashed by both him and Takada-chan, ending with Itadori getting Mahito with another Black Flash to the dome, after Todo uses Mahito's own hand in order to complete his technique. Now, unfortunately, Todo does have to bow out here, but our boy Yuji ain't letting that keep him from pushing forward, especially not after that beautiful speech from Todo last episode. However, Mahito ain't done either. This bozo just keeps yapping at Itadori and then out of nowhere transforms into his so-called true form. Now, I was hating on how goofy this guy was earlier, but this form, full on menace. This bozo looks almost like a smaller version of Makoro now, and I'm definitely thinking they gotta be connected in some way. Definitely excited to get more info on this in the future. Anyways, from here on out it was nothing but straight hands, with Yuji and Mahito duking it out for the next several minutes. Haven't talked about it much yet, but again, Mappa's team did not miss in terms of sound design, animation, and the fight choreography. Nothing but straight heat. We are truly best to get an adaptation at this level. I mean, just watching Yuji and Mahito throw down is a gift to the eyes. These guys did not hold back, pulling out all the techniques they can while in the midst of absolutely nail-biting hand-to-hand combat. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Now, as if this fight wasn't already peaking, out of nowhere the GOAT Todo shows up again to help our boy Yuji out, claiming he doesn't need his hands to use his technique, essentially quoting Netero from Hunter x Hunter. But it was all a fake out. Bro just made Mahito flinch in anticipation, and then Yuji is up next, landing an absolutely devastating Black Flash that he manages to pull off on command, something no Jujutsu sorcerer has ever been able to do. Absolute insanity. And this bozo ain't getting up from this one so easily. Bro is exhausted. He tries to barf up more souls to use in order to amplify his power, but no luck. Mahito's got nothing left in the tank. And here is where everything just goes absolutely insane. Yuji starts giving this monologue to Mahito, explaining how he understands and agrees with him about them being the same, and that he accepts that this will always be the case. And then he just loses it. He accepts the rage building up within him and just lets go. He vows to hunt Mahito for the rest of eternity until he destroys him, either in this life or the next. That his one role in life is to annihilate curses, starting of course with the bozo Mahito himself. Now, this scene truly shook me. The development of Yuji over Shibuya finally reaches a true breaking point after all the horrible things he has witnessed, leaving him a violent, vengeful husk. It's heartbreaking and honestly pretty terrifying to see such a cold version of this character. And if I was scared, Mahito was having a straight panic attack. Bro started practically shriveling up, screaming in fear, crawling away fearing for his life. He was so terrified he hallucinates himself as a rabbit being chased by Yuji, the hungry wolf. This scene is just chilling. Putting the villains in animal-like fear of the heroes, I haven't seen many shonen tackle ideas like this in such a compelling manner before. Big props to Gege Akutami, the mangaka, easily my favorite scene of the series so far. I mean, at this rate, Yuji might turn into a bigger menace than Mahito. Now, I thought this bozo was getting packed here for sure, but at the tail end of the episode, who shows up but Geto? Or at least whoever took over his body. And all this dude Mahito can do is plead for his life. He's just begging, crying, it's honestly, it's crazy to see. And then the episode just ends. That's it, and we gotta wait another week for more peak. Well, anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want more JJK content, I will be putting it out. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.